Welcome. In front of me is an iPhone 17 Pro Max, and today I'll be showing you how you can upload music from your computer, physical media, to your device, so you no longer will need to rely on things like Spotify, internet, and so on. So, this will work for Windows and Mac, and it will be very similar, though there will be just slight differences. Those slight differences will include Windows needing to download a couple annoying programs, which we can't upload music to the storage here without them. I just want to point out, every other device on the planet literally can just drag and drop the files, but Apple needs to be a special effing snowflake that won't allow you to do that, because God forbid you would have access to your own device. Anyway, so because of that, we're forced to download software from our probably least favorite place called Microsoft Store. And in here, you just want to start by searching for Apple devices and look for the lowest rated application, which just happens to be 2.1 stars. It beats out the previous iTunes. Now, if you're wondering also why we're not using iTunes for this, because that's what historically we would have used, it's because I guess Apple decided to update it and make iTunes no longer work with the newer devices, and they created for that reason specifically newer programs that are different in no way. So Apple devices works and looks exactly like iTunes did when you navigate to your device. And Apple Music is basically iTunes. Like, it just has a different coat of paint. It's in any way the same thing. You need to download both of them. I also want to just stop here and point a finger. What a dipshit at Microsoft gave this award 2024 for music category. What are you snorting, dude? Put down the pipe. Like, you had enough. This program doesn't even support FLAC format. God damn it, it's a music player that can't play music, really. What are we doing here? Anyway, once you download both of these pieces of crap, because we need both, you can start off by navigating into your Apple Music. And in here, you will want to have your physical media. Now, how you get it, it's completely up to you. I'm not judging. So if you want to download it, torrent it, buy it and rip it, that's completely up to you. I want, like, every form will work as long as it's MP3. I have actually downloaded this online, but I own a physical copy of this specific album as a vinyl. So I'm not really pirating this in that sense. Like, I paid for the physical media here. And I want to point out something. So when it comes down to this specific these specific like songs right here, if I right click on them and we go to properties, you can see that they have all the metadata in here. That will become important in a moment. I should have probably started by letting you know how you can put the music in here. So on Mac, you just need to drag the physical files wherever you keep them. Just select them all and drag them over. So as an example, let's pretend that this is a Mac. I'll just select these and do this. And they will appear in here. Now, iTunes should be pulling them automatically from our... let me bear with where is this? Here? No, oh, there we go. So if we click right here and go into settings, this is supposed to be pulling, there we go, files, music from this location. So music, Apple Music, and media, which that's where these songs are located. But if I were to drop them only here, maybe I need to reboot the computer for this to be detected, but it didn't show up right away, and turning on and off, like closing up the program and reopening it, didn't really work. So dragging and dropping seems to be the go-to option. And depending on where you drag and drop your files from, that's where iTunes will remember these files are. The moment you delete these files, so as an example, if I do this, yoink, and let's just drop it in here. So now all of these songs are in a different location than they should be, compared to where I added them from. Go back. You can see it no longer can play them. So let's undo this. There we go. And now it's playing. You can see it right here. So once you drag and drop your files in here, you're good to go. Now, depending on where you get your music from, if you, for instance, do things like converting YouTube videos into MP3s, which is a completely viable option, you won't have metadata. Now, if you use something like I had open right here, this basically allows you to download it with all the metadata, so it's pretty pog in this kind of aspect. So that's where I got these from, and like I said, these have metadata. But if you manage to download something that doesn't have metadata, that would also, I believe, include if you're ripping CDs off of them. I don't think they do include metadata actually, and if they do, it won't be complete. So as an example, artwork will be definitely missing, so you can add that yourself by just pasting it in here, and you can fill up each one of these for fields yourself, or change them if you want to. So there we go. Once you have everything sorted, which I recommend spending time filling these out so they're good, or downloading or doing something to get the media that already has metadata, because this will make your life a bit easier later on. So now that we have our music in here sorted correctly, we can close this. We're basically done with music application, because now we get to move over to the much crappier version, which is the Apple devices. Let's go. So in here, you will get a pop-up on your phone asking you if you trust this computer. Select that you trust it, and then it will give you everything that you can see right here. Now, whatever I'm saying basically equates to also Macs. Every kind of like Apple Music is just music on Apple, which you probably already figured out. This page right here is basically the Finder. If you open up Finder, click on your iPhone, that's it. That's what you're gonna see. Now in here we're gonna navigate to Music, and we can select Sync Music onto iPhone. So it gives us two options: either sync entire library, or we can sync artists, albums, genres, and playlists. Oh, wow. No, let me quickly check something. Where is this info? General? Holy crap! There is so much storage here. 2 terabytes, my god. Now, with this in mind, you will see that right here I have ample amount of storage to basically upload possibly every song that exists, or maybe not now considering there's so much AI slop, but there is stupid amount of storage right here. So you can select entire library. It probably will fit whatever music you have physically. So this would be the quickest, simplest option, and on top of that, no matter which option you select, any new songs that you download and add to the Apple Music program, and then connect your phone to your computer, will be automatically synced to your device. So you don't need to do anything extra. If you add it to music and you selected entire library, it's automatically going to get plopped onto your device without you needing to do anything. And this also extends to the artists, albums, genres, and playlists, assuming you have selected the correct kind of thing. So if, as an example, I select Sleep Token as an artist that I want to have constantly synced, and I add new songs from them to Apple Music, that music will be automatically synced to my phone once I plug it in. So right now I might sync like 3 songs, as that's what I have in Apple Music right now. But if I add like 3 more, those 3 more will be synced automatically back to my device when I connect it. So again, I don't need to do anything extra as long as I have selected the thing that I want to have constantly synced. If there is more of it added, like this specific artist or specific album or genre or even playlist, then they will be automatically moved to my device, making it relatively simple. Now this, also the second option, the artist, albums, genres, and playlists, will be also the go-to option for a lot of people that chose the lower storage version of iPhones. Most likely 256, as a lot of people do that. The storage that you get to, the cost of these storages for these phones is absolutely absurd. So 2 terabytes right here, that phone, I don't even want to know how much it costs. 256 is most likely what all of you probably have, or vast majority. So depending on how much music you have and also content on your phone, the entire library might not be a viable option for you, might not have enough storage for it. So obviously you're gonna select this one, and this just makes it much simpler for you to pick specific artists and so on that you want to sync. Now, with that out of the way, assuming we have everything selected that we want, just click on apply. And syncing iPhone with the computer will replace media from another library. We have something in here? I don't. Yep, so we're gonna replace it. But that is something to also keep in mind. Whatever computer you're gonna be syncing from right now will be the computer you will be locked into to sync your music from in the future. You can't sync from one computer part of your music and then move over to second computer and sync another part of your music. Even in Apple's idea, I guess you're too rich to have 2 computers. Are you insane? So just make sure that all your music is on single computer and you just use one for this, because if you try to sync it from the other, it's gonna tell you that you need to delete the music that you already synced from the first one. Great design. That's why it has 2.1 stars. So we're gonna select sync and replace, though it's not really replacing anything. And you can see it's right here. Now, for some reason, this is the second time I'm seeing this. Apple devices is, as always, just absolute dog shit. So it synced the artwork for 2 out of 3 tracks. Now, the track that it didn't sync artwork for is the last one. Now, if I go back in here, right click, properties. Wow, would you look at that? There's artwork. How about sync this shit to your phone? Like you're supposed to. So you can see it still works like shit. And there is not really much about it. Maybe you can try to replace this artwork with exactly the same one, and it would sync it, but at the time of that, I can't really be bothered to do that. It doesn't really matter that much, and all the other metadata like the album, artist, and all that is still present. And now you can listen to your music no matter where you are, and if you have internet connection or not, if you have subscription or not, this will work without any kind of problem. And just to showcase this, so I am connected to internet, so let's just disconnect from that, and boop. There's also no SIM card in here, no nothing, so it just works. I don't have any subscriptions or anything like that, which is obviously an added benefit. Now, one more benefit that I haven't mentioned, which is when it comes down to streaming platforms, when their lease on whatever music they have like partner with ends, most of the songs are just kind of removed because they're constantly fighting over that, right? Just like the shows. So if you, for instance, maybe purchase some songs, there's a chance that when you purchase them, which you also can purchase physical media from Apple themselves, then use Apple Music for that instead of downloading it. Anyway, once their lease agreement ends, the songs that you purchased might just get kind of poofed out of existence, out of your physical library, songs that you paid for, because you're not really buying them, you're renting them in reality. So having physical media that is outside of places where you supposedly buy things is also beneficial. Buying things online nowadays, if it's not a physical tangible thing but data, you're not really buying anything, you're just leasing it. It's for the most part almost everything like this nowadays. So when they decide to, they can just remove access to that, and what you paid for, supposedly bought, you lose access to it because you never really owned it. So having your own physical storage, physical media that you store on your computer that is completely outside of control of any kind of corporation is the better option to go to. And when songs get removed from streaming platforms, you're not affected by this. You don't use them. So I'd recommend that. Anyway, with that being out of the way, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.